done told y'all from the jump, this shit crazy. Now you got people out here making profits off of Juneteenth. Anything they can do to make a profit off us, you know they gonna do it. It's crazy. It's crazy how, you know, um, people are gonna celebrate this like it's some kind of victory, but it's just another means for them to try to make money and appease black people at the same time, because they're not giving us anything real. They ain't giving us no crime bill. They ain't giving us no reparations. They ain't, undoing some of these unjust laws that they got. And when I say unjust laws, it's not just laws that are written. It's societal norms that they practice. From everything to redlining to gerrymandering to some of these voting laws that they put in place, even though, voting is kind of like a farce, but just the fact that they're trying to take it from us, the right-wing white supremacists, but you still got stuff on the left, and that's kind of what I'm talking about, man. Juneteenth, man, that's this left-wing white supremacist farce that's used to cast the illusion of some type of progress when it's not progress at all, man. It's a joke, man. That's what it is. It's literally like a joke, man. But black people as a whole, in general, aren't going to see it that way. They're going to see it like it's some type of forward movement when it's not, man. What is it actually? What is it doing for you? What is it doing for your kids and their future? What is it doing for any of this? Is it closing the wealth gap? Is it stopping police from just killing us in the street? No, man. None of the things that are issues in our community are going to be solved by this raggedy ass holiday that really you could have just took yourself. You didn't need anybody to tell you to celebrate the holiday. You could have just celebrated it. Man, people in Texas were already celebrating it because it's actually a Texas holiday. It's for the people that were descended from slaves in Texas, them finding out finally that they were free, and they weren't actually free until 1875, if you want to be technical, but it was the 19th of June, I want to say in 1866, was it? I could be wrong, when they actually found out that, hey, we're not slaves anymore, per the Emancipation Proclamation, but some of them were still enslaved until 1875. And then technically, if you want to go even longer than that, which, we're all not really free, but if you want to be technical, sharecropping kept them bound to land for a long time. So, I don't know where people get this notion of just celebrating Juneteenth like it's some type of victory. Then you got the slaps in the faces, like I said, with the stores trying to make their money off of it, man. It's just crazy, man. I don't understand where people's mindset is, especially black people. I don't understand where their mindset is when it comes to these things. We get the most empty, hollowest things and put them up for reverence like it's some type of victory. I just don't understand it. I've never understood it, and I never will. What else? Excuse me. When I was younger, I used to participate in, those type of things, but that's because I was, raised in that mindset where, all of us were pretty much rocked to sleep. We were all sleepwalking, But as I got older and I started being more exposed to different viewpoints, and researching on my own, and just being curious and reading about why things are the way they are, I started realizing, like, man, what's the point of any of this stuff, But I just think that, the Juneteenth thing, man, black people want to let that go, man, because that's nothing, man. We still got a lot of problems in our community, and Juneteenth ain't solving any of those. It's just giving you an extra day off. You could have took that as PTO, paid time off, leave if you're in the military, or just any vacation days for any type of job. Excuse me. I don't understand where people are going to get this false sense of hope from a holiday. It's more symbolism. It's empty. It's another shallow trinket given to to stop the movement that black people were on. That forward progression of thought. I mean, we weren't progressing in our state. We're at a crossroads of situations in where we can tip the balance in our favor, but if we don't get our mindset straight, we're not going to ask for the right things. It's almost like the civil rights era. They had the chance to ask for reparations. They had America on their heels back in those days, but instead they chose to end segregation, which I got it. It's cool. They felt like their institutions couldn't be as good as white people, and they felt like being able to have access to white people because that's where the resources are. But the way to actually get the resources was to get the government to pay what they owe for the work of our patriarchs and matriarchs who had to suffer through that mega oppressive time, slavery, and even in the sharecropping. Excuse me, but yeah, I just for the life of me don't understand where black people are gonna get their enlightenment from as it comes to dealing with these type of things, man. It's just an empty. I mean, you got people like Walmart selling great value Juneteenth ice cream, man. You got stores selling shirts for Juneteenth, celebrating. That's a celebration that we had internal to ourselves. We didn't need, just like Malcolm X Day. It's like if they started selling stuff for Malcolm X Day, which they do sell Malcolm X stuff. You can get it online. You can go to some excuse me, some company's website. You go to some company's website on online, Wish, if you could find a Malcolm X shirt. I mean, people are gonna try to make money if there's a lane to be made money, but it's just making a mockery of something that we were already doing. Juneteenth was already something that was kind of special to us. Not kind of, it was special to us, especially if you were from Texas and you understood the history as it pertains to black Texans. But as a whole, for black people, Juneteenth was important to us. It didn't need to be federalized. And when things become federalized, they become commercialized. All of these holidays, for the most part, the major ones are federalized, and all holidays, for the most part, are commercialized. But definitely the federal ones are commercialized. So, it's just sad to see people getting in a oh, excuse me, man, cough. It's just sad to see people getting all worked up like it's some type of victory, man. I'll never understand it. I mean, as long as I live, I'll never understand that mindset. I mean, it's too easy to analyze everything that's been going on and just really look at the weight of things, man. I mean, the weight. I mean, there's no weight to the holiday. And when I say there's no weight to it, there's nothing that it's going to impact. You know, things that have weight. If you drop something that has weight to it, it has impact. That holiday has no impact. All they did was federalize something we were already doing. That's like them federalizing your birthday. You were already doing that. You didn't need somebody to tell you to celebrate your birthday. I mean, so now they get. I mean,